What's up, YouTube? This is Angel Charms. Crystal Swirlz was live last night for a short time, a little bit over an hour, I think. Let's see what she's talking about. Looks like she's somewhere else other than at home. Let's get into it. So glad this one isn't very long.
What's up, everybody? Long time no see. Where my dogs at? Nah, fuck that. Where my cats at? Meow, meow. Where my cats at? So come one, come all. Come to the witch, you son of a bitch. Wagwan, big T them one. Yes. So as y'all can see, I am doing really good over here. I'm almost finished my program. One more week and I graduate.
I'd like to know what that program is. I want to know. I want to know what program you had to get into for a get out of jail free card on the child abuse. I'd like to know. But anyway.
And I just wanted to catch up with my subscribers. Show you how I look.
What does that help? You always give us that. You always give us that angle when you want to show us how small you are. You've given that angle many, many, many times.
See what's up with y'all. It's been a while since I showed my face, but this is me in the flesh. And I wanted to talk to y'all about this, 4B movement that we're doing. I believe that there's different levels to that shit.
Different levels. Okay, here come the excuses of why you're not 4B. You're not 4B.
Some of y'all think that 4B means you completely don't date. You completely no longer have intimate relations with the opposite sex.
Some of y'all think that, well, 4B, you don't date men. You don't have sex with them. You don't marry them. And you don't have children with them. That's the 4 things, I believe. Supposed to focus on yourself. But let's go ahead and see how you downplay that, because you're not 4B. It was just 40 some odd days ago, 46 I think I counted, that you were at Applebee's with your black boyfriend, male friend, whatever he was at that time, at Applebee's. And then y'all did a little something, gave a little sex, and then he left, blah, 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 whatever. So you're definitely not 4B.
Or whatever, but the truth is some of y'all are doing a remix of the 4B movement. And that's fine. Whatever floats your boat. But the 4B movement is helping a lot of women. Okay, it's undoing our conditioning. We've been taught to be male worshippers. We've been taught to put our worth based on if a man finds us attractive, or if we're dating, or if we're somebody's wife. And a lot of y'all said, fuck that shit. I'm not doing that.
You're not either.
No, they still trying to scare us.
You're not
with
doing
the whole,
4B.
you gonna die alone, you know. Or you got is your cats. Who cares? We don't give a fuck. We're really not missing anything. Are you watching these videos that are coming out about all these smaller YouTube channels? Girl, a lot of women have given up on male creatures. A lot of us. We're not impressed by what we see.
Oh, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Your birthday now. Come on. You've been talking about this 4B for quite a while. You still stay in contact with your abuser, Milkman, even though he's, so many miles away from you in Florida. 5 hours, I think you said. Top Chef Todd, you mentioned him too. And that you actually did have sex with him. You mentioned that not too long ago, maybe about, since you've been back, you mentioned that. So you are definitely not 4B. You can keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And then give it a couple months and we find out you've been doing opposite of your, I'm not going to say teachings, of your rants about men. Your rants.
We're not trying to change them. We have made our voices heard. They heard what the fuck we said. And they still playing dumb. So that's why I said you're not missing anything. You're really not. And a lot of the women that are in relationships, a lot of them are not as happy as you think they are.
You don't want people to believe that, because as long as you're single, you want them single. And then again, like I said, give it a couple of months and we'll see you at Applebee's giving us a story of this guy with the shrimp fried rice, and you thought he was the one. All this ape, monkey, nakers talk, and you thought a black man was the one. That you gave up your celibacy. You gave it up for the one.
So, I'm in a good spot in my life right now where the focus is on me and not some fucking man. Not a fucking man. You know how free I feel? I don't have to revolve my life around a male creature and his dick and his stomach, whether he's hungry, and his pockets, whether he's broke. I don't gotta do that shit.
You ain't worried about a man whether he's broke or not. Because no matter what, he could have $20 or he could have $200. He's still taking you to Applebee's on your 50th birthday. What happened to no Applebee's dates? That you were sitting there all pretty with your new wig on and your glasses and you had your jewelry on. You ain't worried about no man's pockets because he ain't got to dig deep for you. He ain't got to dig deep.
So, those of you who are in relationships or marriages and you feel trapped, there's a reason why you feel trapped. Because it is a trap. And I know some of y'all are trying to leave the motherfucker, but he won't let you leave. He won't let you break up with him. I know that sounds awkward, but it's true. Some of y'all can't leave. There is a real gender war going on out this motherfucker. A lot of women are not having sexual relations with men. A lot of us are not doing that shit. You got health crises in Atlanta, high HIV rates in South Carolina and North Carolina and Houston, according to the CDC. So a lot of us are scared of even being intimate with a male creature.
Not you.
Okay? Shout out to Trevan Foxton, one of my favorite subscribers, who also happens to be a good friend of mine. But
who also is looking for a good black man if she can find one. She said in the comment section on somebody else's video.
Girl, I would have never thought that at 50 years old I would be alone. I would be happy being alone. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference? I'm happy that I'm alone. And I never used to feel that way before. And now that I realize I felt that way because I drank the Kool-Aid. I believed what society said about women that don't got a man. You're not in a relationship. You're not married. I believed that I was supposed to be miserable. I believed I had bad luck. I thought I was cursed. You know what I'm saying? And then when I got with a motherfucker, he wasn't shit. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of revolved my life around being male-minded.
You just picked the wrong men. That's all that is. But you live in Jacksonville. I mean, that's Blackistan 101. You go out to Applebee's, but you can't show his face because his baby mama might see. You can't even find somebody who's actually single that you can actually be with. He fed you and he fucked you. I'm going to say it again. He fed you and he fucked you. And went back to baby mama. Or whoever.
Shout out to Pretty Eyes in the chat. Trevan Foxton. All my girls in here. Listen, I don't think like that no more. I honestly, I'm at the point where I'm feeling like, what's the big deal about these motherfuckers? They don't want to give you no money. They cheat. They spread diseases. Girl, I'm good over here. I'm too scared of catching HIV to be fucking with.
Please tell me why a man should just give you money. No conversation. Just walk up to you. You give him your cash app, and he's supposed to put money in it. Give me one good reason why he should do that. Just one. One legitimate reason why a man should just give you money.
These motherfuckers. Alright? I'm just too scared. When I was disgusted when I saw the video that said Houston got 200,000 new HIV cases. That's Houston alone. So my thing is this. Why would anybody, hearing those type of statistics, why would anybody be crying about, I'm single, I can't find nobody? What? Because think about it. When you're in a relationship, right, you might wear condoms at first, but eventually, them condoms is going to come off. And we heard the story about that man. He was married. He had HIV and he did not tell his wife. And he was taking his medication. And he still gave it to her. So that's the question I have with these fucking doctors that are talking about, oh, if you're undetectable, you can't pass it. Yes, the fuck you can. Because how the fuck she got that shit?
Because maybe he had the medication and he wasn't taking it. If this guy was purposely out there giving women AIDS, but if you take the medication, you're supposed to be undetectable and not supposed to give it transmitted, says the doctors, then that means that guy stopped taking his medication so he could purposely give it to other women. So don't come here trying to say the doctors are wrong because that guy was on medication and he still gave it to him. No. Did that guy stop taking it so he can purposely give it to women and his wife?
And this nigga was on that goddamn medication. This is what I'm talking about. It's not worth the risk fucking with these men out here. Because these motherfuckers are gay now. Like, they doing crazy shit, bro. Like, bro. These motherfuckers, they don't know whether they straight, they gay, they bi. They don't know whether they want to be a woman or a fucking man.
Same to you.
They are wilding the fuck out. And the Divine Mother said, back in 2021, she dropped it in my spirit to do a video. Male divest. And y'all know.
And yet you still have not. So you're not even listening to the Divine Mother. You're not listening to her.
We was all about boycotting Tyrone. Don't fuck with Tyrone. But girl, when she said male divest, she meant all the motherfuckers. She wasn't girl.
You didn't listen?
She meant all of them. She didn't give a fuck about race. She said all of them are not honoring and worshiping us and providing for us. They running around fucking other men. They fucking transsexuals. They got HIV. They got...
You out here fucking somebody else's man that you couldn't put him on camera. Girl, stop.
Some of them got monkeypox. You don't know what these motherfuckers got. A lot of them don't take care of themselves, and they don't go to the doctor. And girl, these men, I am not missing shit. I'm sorry. Listen, you know what a peace of mind it is to have your body to yourself? Because when you're single by yourself, you don't have to revolve your life and around some man's private parts. And if he's horny or not, and you're not horny, and he's pushing himself on you.
That is a life that you had. Because all you did was offer what was between your legs. And if that's all you have to offer, well then every time he's around you, that's what he's going to want. That was your life of not knowing how to tell a man no, of finding a father figure / boyfriend in a 24-year-old when you were 14. That is your life. Maybe some other women too, but you make it seem like it's all women who are in relationships. Oh, it's going to be terrible because it was terrible for you. You stayed around for the men who beat your ass. Still stay in contact with that man. But the one who treated you good, Dan, you didn't want him.
and you gotta all of a sudden, girl, bye. That shit is exhausting. It's exhausting. And all these girls that are in relationships, they gotta be exhausted.
No, they don't.
Getting their energy reserves drained in that way. Where's the compensation? Because now they talking about 50-50. Okay. So what's the point? Because listen, let them do the 50-50 thing. Okay? And talk to themselves. Because a lot of us, we're not even paying them no attention no more. There's no, between the diseases that you got to worry about and possible pregnancy. Because that's another stress. That's another stressful ass shit. Worrying about, oh my God, what if I get pregnant? Like, girl, who wants to live like that constantly? Worrying.
You don't have to worry about that constantly. You get birth control. And as far as diseases, when you meet someone and you want to become sexually active, both of you go get tested for everything. So you both know that you're clean at the time that you meet. And if that guy refuses, then tell him to keep it moving. Stop putting all this fear in the people who listen to you. You just tell them to run and your advice is to run and be scared. You just want women to run and be scared just like you and well shit. If you can turn them away from men, that means more opportunity for you. Right, Crystal? If you can't have them, you don't want nobody else to have them. A woman feels trapped. Sis, send for help. Your advice was to tell her man she has an STD. And if he's crazy, he probably was going to beat her ass. And I hope that he's not crazy. And I hope, especially if he is, I hope she did not follow that advice and tell him that she has an STD. Because he's going to think she was cheating. And boy, what would happen to her after that? Lex, Lux, one of them with that guy who put the pew-pew to her head was going to put her in jail. Oh no, don't do that. It'll ruin his life. But you tell her to go run and hide in an undisclosed location. All your advice is let the man roam free and tell the women to hide in fear. That's what your advice has been. Men free, women in fear. Hide. Hide. Hide.
If my period is late, oh, this nigga fuck a baby? A fucking girl. And when I do see a pregnant girl, I know she did not want that baby.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
She did not want to get pregnant. The nigga girl. A man has the power to fuck your life up.
It takes two. And in some situations, there are women who get pregnant that didn't want to. But don't assume that every woman that's pregnant is miserable because you only got pregnant to have a light-skinned child. Well, you got one. The only thing is karma attached it with some autism and then jail time for you.
Through disease or a fucking baby. Or cheating. You got women that have been unalived by the jealous side chick. Imagine that. You lose your life because he fucking around. And she know about you, but you don't know about her. And you answer the fucking door, and this bitch blow your brains out.
Aren't you the side chick with your birthday boo who you couldn't put on camera because his baby mama might see? Aren't you the side chick?
And what the fuck? Like, girl, I will haunt my own soul if it happened to me. T.O. girl said, not to mention how much younger single women look as well as better health, balanced lifestyle. Because we don't have the stressors of being in a relationship. That is so fucking stressful, worrying, oh my God, what if the condom breaks? And you know good and damn well your ass is broke, you ain't got no fucking money. You letting this nigga run all up in your shit. He acting all stupid. Like, girl, calm the fuck down. What if you fucking me so hard? What if this goddamn condom breaks? You see what I'm saying? Girl, it's not worth it with these motherfuckers. And then they act like they doing you a favor by giving you some fucking flowers. What you gonna do with flowers?
I don't know. Why did you ask Top Shelf Todd for flowers for Mother's Day that you didn't get? What did you plan on doing with them flowers if you got them? Oh, I know. You would have came on a live stream talking about, look, girl, look, he got me some flowers, and he da-da-da-da, and this, that, and the other. Just like you did with Applebee's. We don't do Applebee dates over here. And wham, bam, a couple of years later for your 50th, your special 50th birthday, he took you to Applebee's. While the rest of us are going to Ruth Chris. And places like that.
What you gonna do with that shit? Wipe your ass? Because some of these girls that are in relationships, you know, they are being held hostage. We talked about this.
One chick. And the advice you gave her?
I had a friend, I'm not going to say her name, but I had a friend that is, you know, she tried to break up with him a few times. And this motherfucker was not this motherfucker cried. And she ate the bait every fucking time.
Well, that's on her.
And I'm like, girl, you.
That's on her.
And we've been taught that if we have a friend that's in a relationship and we're not, we're supposed to be jealous of her. Maybe when I was in my 30s, I would be like that. But now, I look at my friend like, girl, you doing too much. Oh, no. Like, whew, he got what, 10 inches? And you got to be all the time on that thing?
Really, Crystal? How about if she's your friend, as you say, and your friend is in a terrible situation? You have an extra room. You're here to help black women. You got a friend in trouble. Did you offer her one of your spare bedrooms? I bet you didn't. Matter of fact, I know you didn't.
Now, here's the tea. The last conversation that I had with this girl, she might be watching me now, bitch. I'm telling your business. I said what I said. And nobody knows who the fuck you are, so shut the fuck up. They don't know who I'm talking about. Anyway, she said
if I go back to that live stream and this the same chick, then yeah, we can kind of figure out who it is.
Last time that she was, you know, going down on him, she just got so fed up and she stopped in the middle of doing it. She said because this motherfucker was just laying back enjoying it, and she got an attitude over that. And I say, yeah, you doing a lot of work. He wasn't touching her. He wasn't engaged. He was just laying back, all entitled and enjoying that shit. And she stopped in the middle of doing it. And his shit is huge. I said, girl, you're doing too much. It's too much work. Now, you said Lotto is pregnant. See, they are trapping us. They know that we are fighting back with this 50-50 shit. We a lot of them are not emotionally intelligent. They're not evolved as a species. They can't even fuck with us intellectually, emotionally. All they bring to the table is 50-50 and a hard dick.
And you're bringing what? Demands of put money in my cash out. Give me money. And then what's between your legs? That's it.
They never satisfied. They always looking at somebody else. You can't even be with a guy and an attractive girl walks by. Because you already know he gonna hurt your feelings and look at the bitch. And you better suck it up. Better not say shit.
So she's supposed to stay trapped in that relationship. See, I told y'all, no advice of getting out, no help, just stay in it. Don't say nothing. Just let him do whatever. You're just telling women to suffer. That's all you're doing. You're telling them to suffer. You're suffering, so they gotta suffer.
So to hell with my ego. Meanwhile, if you do the same shit to him, oh no, honey, you better not. Because you know that 90% ego. Lotto got trapped, honey. That's what they doing. And look at Cardi B. Look at Cardi. Girl, this shit is a whole fucking circus. I heard that Stephon Diggs is bisexual. Hello. Cardi B, if you are watching me right now, bitch, you played yourself.
She not.
This nigga, did you do your homework before you fuck this nigga? Listen. He's bisexual. That means he is opening up the floodgates to disease. To your womb. And how can you trust those good-looking sons of yours around this nigga? Hate the girl, the bitch. Listen, she got a #1 record right now. While pregnant, she doing her damn thing. She walking through the subway, promoting her album, busting her ass. This nigga's a whole bum. I looked up the nigga's net worth. He's worth $500,000. That's his net worth. That doesn't mean that he got that in the bank, because I'm worth $153,000 because of my house. But I got $38 on my fucking debit card. I'm broke. I'm a broke landlord. So it's not about your net worth. It's about how much money you got. The nigga was going for the bag. He knocked her up on purpose. That was purposely done, sweetheart. And she trying to play that shit off and hold up her head and smile. She's like, damn, you can, listen.
How do you know? Maybe she actually wanted to get pregnant. How do you know?
Can't even fuck without having a life sentence. The bitch already got 3 kids. And how long is that career of hers gonna last? She better put herself on a budget. Please don't think you can't end up broke.
Look at you talking about a budget.
Absolutely. Especially if you got 3 kids. You hopping in planes, jets, traveling. The kids cost money. You live in a lavish lifestyle. The money runs out fast. And the reason why she came out with that new record is because her money running out. Her money running out. Her money getting low.
She's a rapper. That's her career. And anybody on this earth that has a job or career, if they stop, yeah, the money will run out if they stop working and keep spending.
That nigga knocked that bitch up. Because he know, too many of these bitches got it going on, and they let a bum-ass nigga fuck they shit up. Now, Clarissa Shields is another one. And she playing that shit the fuck off. Running around, flossing. This nigga don't even work. He from my old neighborhood in Brooklyn. Everybody know who the fuck Papoose is? Papoose is a motherfucking scrub. That's why Remy got rid of him. Remy got rid of the nigga because she was tired of being a provider. And she said, you know what, fuck this shit. She said, the only way I can get rid of this nigga is if I cheat on him and publicly humiliate him. That's the only way she got rid of the motherfucker. He wasn't going nowhere. And that's another reason why a lot of these girls don't want to start a relationship. Because you can't get rid of the motherfucker. He will. Girl, it's up to them to break up. That's how these men are doing now. They not playing fair. It's not up to us to break up. It's up to...
If you had your own money instead of just him having while you sit around looking pretty, if you had your own money, you can get up and leave. You can get up and leave if you have your own money.
Them. So if you stupid enough to get in a relationship, good luck if you don't want to be in one anymore. And listen, she's at the height of her career, and she got a nigga on her ankles like a dead weight, like an anchor tied to her ankle. Everywhere this bitch go, he go. Wherever you see Clarissa Shields, Papoose is in the background. He is guarding his bag, sweetheart. He is guarding the bag. Okay? Because he know there's other niggas that would holler at her. You know what I'm saying? Strike up a conversation and try to steal her away. A lot of women right now are doing better than the men. That's why the men are like, why I gotta pay? You bitches are doing better than us. Why we gotta provide? They fighting us on this providing shit, y'all. That's why I said, don't fuck with them. It's just not worth it. Some of these bitches are getting unalived. If you try to leave the nigga, you gotta be scared he gonna try to disfigure you or he gonna try to kill your ass. There's a pussy shortage going on now. These niggas are not getting pussy like they used to. Even when they got money, don't let them lie to you. A lot of women are practicing, without them even realizing it, they're doing the 4B movement. They just don't put a title to it, but that's pretty much what you're doing. You're not fucking, you're not in a relationship, you're single, and you're celibate. You're doing the 4B movement. They don't call it that, but that's what the fuck you're doing. And they desperate. Listen, I was at the Walmart, because, you know, me and my Walmart stories. Yeah, this is African nigga. He ugly as fuck, girl. Ugly, 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 ugly motherfucker. Blacker than my braids. Pink gums. Ugly teeth. And this motherfucker, he coming off the bus with his lunch in a bag. Every time he see me, he like me. Okay. But he's like, oh, can I come to your house? Come to my house for what? What we gonna do? And they don't even stop to ask you, am I your type? Do I turn you on? Am I the type of guy that you go for? They don't give a fuck. They're selfish. Everything is centered around them. Because if I was a man, that would be before you ask where I live, how many kids I got, blah, blah, blah. The first thing out your fucking mouth before you ask my name, excuse me, I think you're beautiful, but am I the type of guy that you would go for? Like, are you do you find me attractive? That should be the first thing out their fucking mouth. They never ask that shit. And they could be butt-ass ugly. And they want to talk to the prettiest girl. You notice that? They be busted. And they want to talk to the cutest girl. And they never stop to ask. And some of them be fat and sloppy. They don't even try to go on a diet. You know, like, if we get caught out there like I did last year, you know what I'm saying, when I was close to 400 pounds, I fixed that shit. I turned it around. These men don't even try. They be walking around with a fucking stomach looking like they pregnant. Titties bigger than yours. And jumping in your face trying to get your number. Knowing that they broke. So, my thing is this, you know, I don't feel any type of way about not having a man. I am relieved I don't have one. If it doesn't come with money, I don't see the point.
What are you coming with? And don't talk about that nasty roach-infested house. What are you coming with? Because I'm pretty sure if y'all got together, he don't want to live there if he got money. So what are you bringing to the table, bringing to the house, besides your busted furniture?
And not only that, if it comes with money, but the motherfucker's cheap, I don't see the point. Because a lot of these motherfuckers with money are cheap. That's another thing we don't talk about. Y'all are always talking about, oh, get the man with, get the bag, get the man with the money. But if he's cheap as fuck, what's the point?
You're the one that's talking about get the bag, get the bag, get the bag. And the women in your comment section in chat told you when you were talking about Top Shelf Todd. Get the bag, Crystal, get the bag. Asking for some money, Crystal. And you said no. You said, y'all bitches trying to fuck my shit up. I know what I'm doing. So you don't even take your own advice. You didn't get the flowers. We later on found out you still fucked him, Top Shelf Todd. And in the end, he went his way, you went yours, and you're back to ranting about men. You can get one for as long as it takes to screw him, and then he's gone. You don't know how to keep a man because you don't have anything they want other than some pussy for the moment, and then that's it. You don't have nothing to keep them there. But you can go on and talk about how you don't want one. You don't want one. No, that you can't keep one.
I don't see the point.
And that's a confirmation.
A lot of bitches are doing, they focusing on themselves and they getting their money up. They work and they saving and getting their own bag up. Because these niggas they're whack. The men are whack, sweetheart.
And what are you doing? When are you going to go to work, Crystal?
Now, couple of gals said they don't even say hello first. Listen, this whole Cardi B thing got me fucked up. She's giving us a bad look. Her and that goddamn Clarissa Shields. Both of these girls is getting on my goddamn nerves. Because that's why they got these men entitled. They got these men thinking, these bitches are dumb. We looking real stupid out here. You got 3 kids. She should have just did her album. Kept it pushing. Get her divorce. And try to make a couple of more albums. And keep saving. And making smart moves. You let this nigga knock you the fuck up. Stupid. Yeah, and that's the thing. They can't fuck you without fucking up your life. They just gotta put a baby up in there. Like, what the fuck? Girl. I'm speechless. Now, Color Gal said, I was in the gym. The roach didn't even say hello. He just asked me for my Instagram entitled. He didn't even ask your name. He didn't have no manners. He didn't even compliment you. He said, yo, what's your Instagram? Who raised you? Color Gal said, I said no. I don't give my Instagram out and I don't know you. Exactly. Exactly. And listen, before you demand information out of me, you should be telling me something that's going to impress me. Oh, you know, my name is Bob. I work as an engineer. I think you're very beautiful. I could treat you really good. I could take care of you. Because I know women like to be taken care of. Like, get your hair done, pay your bills. You know, I have a lot to offer you. Talk like that. They don't never talk like that. Ever. And I can guarantee you, if they were to talk like that, none of them would have a problem getting a girl. But they dusty as fuck. They don't come with nothing. They sitting there interviewing you, asking you how many kids you got, where you live. Why should I give you that information when you did not impress me? And a lot of them listen to the manosphere. The manosphere videos that be coming out with Kevin Samuels and the Angry Man and Minister Jap. They be listening to that bullshit. And it poisons their mind. They still running around calling us females. Like, I'm not even attracted to them no more. Like,
Bull.
And it's they all read from the same script. They're not very creative. They're very stupid. If I was a guy and I was trying to get a girl, I would say, listen, I know you used to guys asking you out to eat, right? But there's more to life than just eating. Can I take you shopping? What's up with that? You would get, listen.
I don't know if y'all recall, but in one of her videos after Applebee's, she mentioned how, you know, her black boo, he was there at the house with her. You know, they did a little something. And she mentioned at that time that she did not, during her Applebee's date, a gift card. I want to say it was $100 gift card. And I'm thinking that gift card is what she bought the phone with. He gave her a gift card. And remember, she had to wait for the phone. Now I get it. It was a birthday gift. I get it. Get it for your birthday. But knowing how badly she wanted a phone so she can do call-ins, which I see really hasn't happened, but she wanted to do call-ins so bad, I would think that this boo boyfriend of hers on her Applebee's date, he would have been like, you know what, here's an early gift, give her the gift card, go get the phone, and then on her birthday, take her to Applebee's. But she had to wait on that phone. But then he's got a baby mama. He got other responsibilities. But I guess that's what happens when you are not dating that six-figure man who really isn't single, because he got a baby mama that you can't even put on camera to show that he's with you. Side chick.
It's not hard to get a girl. These niggas are dumb. Okay? All of them do the same stupid shit. Flowers, candy, a restaurant. We are women. We like to get out. I do my own nails. But there's a million things you could do with a girl. Girls like to go shopping. Girls like makeup. Some of them like gardening. You know what I'm saying? Like, sweetheart, what are your hobbies? You like to garden? Can I take you to Home Depot and get you some gardening supplies? Buy you some flowers and plants? There's a million things. These niggas are not creative. They are dumb. They all read from...
But you chose Applebee's. Or maybe he chose it. I don't know. Did you tell him that you want some garden tools? That you want some makeup? No, I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't. But something tells me that you chose Applebee's. As bad as you talk about Applebee's, something told me you chose Applebee's. Applebee's. I never knew that would be a come up. Wow.
They all say the same shit. And if you go on enough dates, you're gonna be big as fuck. If you, let's say you're just dating, you're not intimate with none of them. You just letting these niggas take you out to eat. You're gonna be big as a house. Been there, done that. 3 dates, 4 dates a week, you're gonna be big as a house.
Or you can open your mouth besides feeding it and say, hey, can we go do this? Hey, I want to go here. I want to do that. But instead, you just sit there and let them take you out to eat because you're scared to assert yourself and say what you want, because you already in your head think they're going to tell you no because you don't think you're worth it. And that's why Applebee's was so special on your 50th. You won't ask for any more.
That's all they offering you is food and dick. That's it. They're not offering you nothing beyond that. They're boring. They're predictable. Full of disease. Dangerous. What's the point? Why even... I don't see what the big deal about men is anymore. Quadratic equation.
So you keep
What's
saying...
up, girl? What's up, girl? Quadratic equation said exactly, even with all budgets, a $50 budget could still get something decent. Yup, they're not creative at all. Now, let's say you a man, you see a girl that's very attractive. You say, damn, you beautiful. You look like the type of girl. Do you garden? Do you, what do you like to do for a hobby? You do karaoke? Because I was passing by this place called Guitar Center, and I was like, damn, I wonder if she do karaoke, because I seen a nice karaoke machine in there. Can I get it for you? Like, they don't even talk like that. And the girl would be giggling. Oh, you do karaoke, right? Yeah, how did you know? Oh, so let's go. Like, you ain't got to get in my car. Guitar Center's right across the street. Let's go across the street. Let me get you that. They don't even do that. Oh, my God. Quadratic equation. Thank you. They are fucking boring as fuck. And that's why a lot of girls, they don't even... They don't impress you. That's another thing. They demand information out of you without impressing you first. You gotta impress the girl first.
You're not going to be impressed unless he knows something about you that you like. You like horseback riding? He sets up a date for that. You want to go walk on the beach? He sets up a date for that. He might just, if he's spontaneous, yeah, he might try and set up a date and it turns out something that you don't want to do.
Then you get the thing out of her. They're dumb. I'm not even going to hip these niggas to the game. Painfully boring.
They're not mind readers.
I talked about this before. I question if we're even supposed to fuck men. Because think about it. Our clitorises
Oh, here we go.
make us come. And you notice that a lot of them don't even mention the clit. You notice that? And they know. That's why after they have sex with you, they know you didn't come. They know. They like, did you come? They know all that pounding didn't do nothing. You was faking it just to get them off of you. They know. So the secret is out. That's why they hate the rose so much. They hate the rose, sweetheart. And notice that most of them, they don't.
So you rather have terrible sex than to tell them what you like. You'd rather just lay there and have terrible sex instead of voicing what you like.
Even mention the clitoris. The clitoris is like a curse word, especially in the rap culture. And I say the rap culture because Brad is acting black, Jose is acting black, everybody want to act like Tyrone. So the rap culture has affected all these motherfuckers. So the clitoris is not even mentioned in the rap culture. They'll talk about your butthole before they talk about your clitoris. You know why? Because they could stick their thing in a butt. They benefit from that. They could stick their thing in a coochie. What the fuck they gonna do with a clitoris? Nothing. It doesn't benefit them. And that's why they don't talk about it. Look at this motherfucker. Look at Brad. Girl. They are, listen. Quadratic equation said they try to act all dumb and stupid during sex. What do you mean by that? Put me on. Go into the comment section and tell me exactly what you mean. What do you mean they try to act all dumb and stupid? They act like they don't know. They know what a clitoris is. And some of y'all bitches, y'all don't have a big one. Y'all got the little, tiny little ones. So I really feel sorry for girls with little clitorises. Because y'all must really be faking it. The girls with the really little clitorises, I know for a fact they be faking it. And I'm going to tell you something. I always wondered what the big deal about sex was. I never had an orgasm by intercourse. And I'm 50 years old. So if it goes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And I'm like, okay, I'm not getting the same thing out that this motherfucker's getting.
I could have sworn she said there was one guy long time ago. And it was a Tyrone. But he was the only one. I thought she said that in a live stream.
And that's why our grandmothers were not impressed either. Our grandmothers used to put that cold cream all over their face, put the curlers in their hair, and turn away from their husband. Cause they not getting nothing. You're not getting nothing out of no man jumping up and down on you, sweetheart. You're not gonna have an orgasm. So we were lied to about The whole sex thing. It was all a lie, a scam. It's a fucking scam. You're not going to have an orgasm. If that's the case, if women had orgasms during intercourse, prostitutes will be coming 50 or 100 times a day. And rape victims will be having orgasms. They don't. Dick is not a prize. It never has been. That's why I laugh when they send me dick pics. What am I going to do with that?
You be asking for them.
He triggered. He said you had the wrong partner. Sweetheart, I've slept with several men in my life. All of them with the wrong one?
Yeah, that can happen. You can repeatedly pick the wrong man. But at the same time, you sit there like you expect them to just perform and you do nothing. You have to participate as well. And that might mean telling them what you like. Telling them what you want in the bedroom. You can't please, one person can't please a bunch of people the same way. We're all different. We all require certain things. And you're not going to get it if you don't tell your man what those things are.
I think it hurts your ego to admit dick don't do shit to a dick don't do shit. It doesn't make a girl come. Are your feelings hurt, sweetheart? Because now we getting all the way funky on your ass. And we coming out the closet and we telling you the truth. We faked it. If my clitoris was not stimulated during intercourse, I faked it. And it's hard to stimulate it when I got you on top of me pounding away.
Yeah, you keep saying it. He's on top, pounding away. He's on top. He's on top. He's on top. He's on top. So you're a missionary woman. You just straight missionary. You don't do anything else. You'd probably be out of breath if you tried.
So go home, go to the manosphere, and put the word out to the manosphere that dick doesn't make a woman come. Because now I see a lot of them talk about, oh, I'm good, I know how to eat. Because some of them realize, that's fucked up. These girls ain't coming. Let me eat something. Let me tell them I know how to eat it. And then you get this motherfucker, he go down there, he don't know what the fuck he doing. I don't think we were ever supposed to fuck men. Based on our anatomy, if you really look at it, if you look at the anatomy of everything, I don't think we're compatible even, with our anatomy.
Bottom line is, you don't know how to ask for stuff because you feel like you're going to get rejected. You won't ask because you're afraid to hear the word no. I ain't going to do that. Nope. So you just take whatever from whoever you can get and you're happy about it. Because we see in your videos, Top Shelf Todd, your birthday boo, all of them. The one who ghosted you, which I think is your birthday boo, you thought he was the one. You massaged him and everything. And he still left. And you ranted about that for several live streams about him. You're afraid to say what you want. You're not afraid to complain about not getting what you want, but you're afraid to say what you want because you're scared of the rejection. So instead of admitting that to yourself, you just go on about how you're happy being single, being by yourself. And we've heard this several times. And then several months later, we hear about a man who ghosted you. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Just like these live streams.